What up, YouTube? Obligatory face reveal, even though this isn't the first time, right? Like, you guys have seen me before. This isn't my first channel. But if I don't do it, right, I'll look like the bitch because other people are doing face reveals, and we can't have that, right? So this video is going to be about mostly trucking unfiltered, but there's going to be some other stuff kind of thrown in there. Nothing too serious for them, but I'm trying to give you guys as much content as possible, so I'm not just gonna do one topic per video, unless it's like a huge fucking thing. But so anyway, the first little thing I want to talk about is obviously the ongoing Crystal Miller drama. She responded to a post that I made about Steve. She said that she was helping people, right? She was trying to portray herself in a selfless manner. And that comment is still up. My responses to her are still up. But, my message to her is that you're not trying to be this selfless person. If you were, you wouldn't be doing it on YouTube, right? You would just be doing it and to genuinely help people, right? And you claim you gave credit to people. You don't give credit to people because you still act like me, I, right? I don't think that's ever going to change, but I got to call it out because that's the way she's trying to portray herself in the message, and it's just blatantly false, guys. It's not true. So the other thing is, speaking of Steve, since we're on the topic here, people in my comments, people in the Discord have said it, like Tommy, Trucking Unfiltered, he said it in a live feed that I did recently. They keep saying that information about Steve being a wife beater is going to come out, right? They say it like it's a for sure thing. And I'm like, give me the evidence then, right? Like, if you're afraid to put it out, I'll fucking put it out, right? But give me the evidence, because I've been looking and I can't find anything one way or another that says anything about him being any kind of a wife beater, guys. It ain't there, right? And as far as my part goes, like I've said that I'm reasonable, and from what I see, like, Steve ain't doing anything wrong, really, right? Does he not pay his taxes? Yeah, but I don't really give a shit about that, right? That's one of the things that I wanted Donald Trump to do, was to abolish the IRS, right? So I'm pro not paying your taxes. You're not supposed to get caught not paying your taxes. That's where Steve's doing it wrong. But in reality, I really don't give a shit about that. I just brought that up to prove that he's not a good businessman, right? And maybe he's not, but I mean, really, that's his problem, right? Not anybody else's. But as far as him hitting women, that's a big allegation to make without fucking any kind of evidence, right? And based on what I've seen with his girlfriend, like, she doesn't seem like a woman who's getting beaten and battered, right? His son is like 20, right, in the Marine Corps. Maybe he's hitting his girlfriend or his wife or something. I don't even know if he's actually married, but couldn't find anything on him either, right? I think he has a traffic ticket. It's like the worst thing that he has, right? And if he is hitting a woman and it's, he's in the Marine Corps, right? Maybe there's some PTSD going on there. Maybe something's fucked up, right? Doesn't make it okay, but it also doesn't make him like some rampant, just drunken woman beater or something, right? And so it's like, where's the proof of that, right? Where is the proof of that? And, that kind of takes us to the Alice Jez situation, right? And her most recent video, I think I'll put the clip in here.
I wanted to hop on here real quick before the start of today's video just to apologize for the really long delay. I just got it edited up last night. I was able to take some time to do that. As we had mentioned prior, over a month ago now, the channel would be slowing down, taking a little bit of a backseat just because the rate that the business exploded and the attention I need to devote to the trucking company right now is unfortunately taken away from the YouTube time. So
her most recent video, as you saw, she kind of made it seem like, oh, I was just real busy, stepped away from YouTube for a minute, right? Well, she was so busy that she couldn't make any YouTube videos, but she had plenty of time to be in the Discord with a troll account fucking spreading false information about Steve and you know, who knows who else, right? You know, it's like there's stuff that she said about Gentry that she still can't prove, right? You know, she alleged that Gentry was having three-ways with camera girls and shit, right? Prove it, right? Prove it. Gentry did admit to, you know, to sleeping around on his wife and shit, and I mean, that ain't okay, but he came clean, so I mean, credit where credit is due, right? It takes balls to admit when you did something wrong, right? And so yeah, Alice and Martin are the issue right now, really. So I'm kind of taking a detour here to talk about Trucking Unfiltered, but it needs to be said, just based on how he's been acting recently, just kind of very contradictory, guys, and we're going to get into that right now. So that's the meat and potatoes. I just had to get that other brief stuff out of the way, do the face reveal as if people haven't already seen me before, but you know, that's the theme we're going for here. And but yeah, guys, we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of the video. This is gonna be an unfiltered video, and just starting off the top, Unfiltered is wishy-washy as a motherfucker, guys, and we're gonna get into it right now.
This is us heading to the lake. There's a balloon in the sky. Always nice when you get to see a balloon. There's us rolling up on the lake. There's the homies. We got a jet ski out there, a few four-wheel drive vehicles. That's the old kid's mom doing some four-wheel driving. Then after that, we went back to our city and we watched fireworks. We got a... We like our wings. This is the kid's mom, Blackstone. I got her for her birthday. Cooking up some good grub on this thing, man. This thing actually makes cooking fun. Too bad I'll never be home to use it. The next day, for the kid's mom's birthday, we actually went to Sedona, Arizona.
All right, now that I bored the hell out of you, that's what Unfiltered wants to bring his channel over to, right? That's like his big plan for the future, is that boring, wooden, lifeless fucking vlog, you know? Hey guys, going to the lake, getting something to eat. You know, just no energy, no effort, right? I'm like, you're gonna be real successful that way, dude. I don't understand what the hell he's doing. But, so anyway, that's his grand plan, right? Boring as hell, lifeless, no effort, you know, like it just seems forced, right? So something's going on is what I think. But what you need to notice is that during that entire event, he's going on about, you know, the baby mama, the kid's mom, right? His ex-wife. Now, remember what he was doing there, right? He's out with his ex-wife on her birthday, right? And it's very important that you remember that because of what he's going to say in these next clips.
Ours, I know some of you guys don't have nice houses. I know that some of you guys still live with your parents. Yep, that's right. Yep, I have found some of you assholes on Facebook. And trust me, you guys are in no position to be criticizing what you think I should have or what I don't have, right?
All right, so that right there annoyed the shit out of me when I listened to it, and I only remember that because Billy shared it in his video, right? He's mentioned in my comments multiple times, oh, I just don't have time to look people up, you know, like you do. I just don't have time in my day to do that. I'm so busy, right? But then he's got time to find random faceless trolls on Facebook, right? Turn out to be a hypocrite, guys.
You guys talk about, oh, you don't have a wife. Bro, that's a flex in my world. Not having a wife means I don't have to spend a lot of money I don't want to have to spend, right? Not having a wife means if I want to walk out that front door one day and not come home for 2 or 3 days, I don't have to. I don't have to worry about it, right? I got nobody nagging me. I got nobody fucking constantly telling me how to drive, right? And the chick that I do hang out with, if she tries to tell me how to start doing anything, you know what I tell her? Stop it. I don't want to hear it. I don't need to hear it. Shut up. right? Right? And I don't have to worry about it. Because if I piss her off, I don't have to see her again, right? That's a flex to me, right?
All right, guys, so you remember, right, he's taking his ex-wife out to the lake on her birthday, right, buying her a Blackstone grill. Evidently, she lives in his house because he says he's not going to be home to use the grill, right? So he's implying that they both live in the same house, right? And, you know, he has a chick that he's hanging out with, guys. A chick. Just a chick, right? No one in particular, no one special, right? You following me here? And you could see, you know, he's hanging around with someone in these photos, right? Just a chick, right? Just a friend, no one of any consequence. Definitely not anybody that he knows, you know, on a regular basis, right? And there's a reason why I'm really emphasizing that this person isn't that important. And you're going to see that here shortly. But so he's out with this woman, right? His friend, right? Just a chick that he's hanging out with, right? He's a single man. You can see the date there, March 12th, 9:51 p.m. That's him, Tommy Bass. His name's actually Bastion. He's just trying to hide it. And, you know, that's his chick, right? That's his friend. You know, he's a badass bachelor stud. He can hang out with any bitch he wants, right? So he's got the nose ring bitch over here, right? That's mean. I shouldn't call her that. But she's just inconsequential, right? She don't matter, right? He ain't married. Fuck marriage. That's a flex.
No kids at the house. No little kids to worry about. I'm raising a teenage daughter, yes. But I don't have a house full of little kids. I don't have to worry about a bunch of snot-nosed little brats. Although I love kids, don't get me wrong, kids are awesome. But I don't have the stress of worrying about kids from now until they turn 18 years old. When I want to go out, I don't have to worry about a babysitter. I don't have to pay a babysitter. Right? That's a flex, guys.
Well, you heard it, guys. Fuck them kids, right? Except, you know, he's raising his kid. He's raising his kid, right? Remember the inconsequential baby mama, right? Kid's mom? She ain't doing shit, right? Fuck her, right? He's raising that kid, right? He's out on the road, driving, raising that kid all by himself, right? He doesn't need anybody, right? Fuck all of us with families. It's just him and him alone, right? Even though he's taking the baby mama out to fucking birthdays and shit in Sedona, right? But she's just baby mama, right? She ain't anybody special. And she ain't raising the kid either, right? He's raising the kid, right? You see the picture I'm building here?
But when you have the nice, newer, shiny vehicles and the wife that doesn't work and the wife that has the nice, new, shiny vehicle, dude, when you guys have all that stuff, you can't just walk away from it all. If I wanted to right now, I could literally move my family into a 2-bedroom apartment and laugh at everybody. Literally, laugh at everybody. Laugh at everybody around me that's trying to keep up with the Joneses. Right? That's a flex to me.
Right? That's a flex, guys. Ha ha! Real men, man, they just fucking abandon their families whenever the fuck they want, right? Fuck them kids, fuck them wives. They don't do shit, right? It's all about you. Right? Just throw your shit in a storage unit and just bounce. Right? This dude's flexing like a motherfucker, dude. It is a hell of a flex to be a piece of shit, terrible husband, and terrible father, guys. Ha ha! Right? I couldn't believe it that he said that as a flex. I wasn't really paying attention before, but when I went back and listened to it because of Billy posting audio, I was like, holy shit, this dude's kind of a scumbag, right? Talking about everybody else being scumbags. And then he's sitting here, right? He's totally throwing all the effort that his ex-wife, the mother of his child, is doing, right? And he admitted it. He said it's his family. So they all live together. It's not just some chick that he's hanging out with. That's his girlfriend, who's also his ex-wife and the mother of his child, right? But no, she's just baby mama. He don't need her, right? He can drop all that shit in a heartbeat. Don't get married, guys. Fuck them people, right? Like, just listen to what he's saying, guys. All right, and so the reason I bring all that up, right, about him, quote-unquote, flexing, right? That was from a video called Flexing on Just Truckin' Fans. It's now deleted. He finally got around to deleting all his drama videos, right? And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get this audio. I was like, oh, I'll just come back and record it. But now it's deleted, so if anybody has that video, that'd be great, because I could steal that audio. But if any of you watch that video, in that same video, he says one of his flexes is, all you fat, out-of-shape truck drivers can't get any vagina, and the vagina you can get is the same vagina you've had for 30 years. Now remember, he said there was a chick that he was hanging out with, right? He's a bachelor, right? He's divorced. There's just a chick he's hanging out with. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. You know, fuck that baby mama. He ain't raised, you know, she ain't doing shit anyway. He's raising the kid, right? He's doing everything. Pulling a Crystal Miller, right? Taking all the credit. Well, turns out that the chick that he's hanging out with, right? The vagina that he can get that all you fat, out-of-shape truck drivers can't get is his fucking ex-wife. The same vagina he's been getting for 30 years, guys. Yep. Tried to pass it off as something that it wasn't, right? Told a bald-faced lie because he was feeling insecure about those Just Truckin' fans grilling him on not having shit, right? And then he throws his ex-wife, his girlfriend, right? That's the chick he's quote-unquote hanging out with. Those are her fucking little chubby fingers in that burger video, right? It's his ex-wife, still together, the same pussy he's had for 30 years, or sorry, vagina. He says it like Trump says China. Vagina. You guys can't get no vagina. So, you're trying to flex, ha ha, right? Turns out, you were lying your fucking ass off. You ain't going around picking up baddies all over Phoenix. You're just with your ex-wife. So you divorced her so you can leave her whenever you want, and you're calling that a flex? That just makes you a fucking dirtbag, dude. Now remember, guys, I shared that photo of this same woman, right? You can tell by the masks. This is back in COVID time, so this is a long time ago. But he's still with that chick, right? He divorced her so he can just drop her ass whenever he wants to, because that's the kind of man he is, right? You know, fuck the mother of your child. But he's still with her while telling a lie in a video because he's insecure about some shit that some faceless trolls said to him on the internet. And then he disrespects the shit out of that lady by not acknowledging her place in his life, right? She's not his girl. She's not his ex-wife that they're back together, right? You know, he doesn't want to look like a simp. He's got to keep that red pill up, right? So he's just going to dismiss her. Oh, baby mama. You know, the kid's mom. Right? I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't take my ex-wife out on her birthday. Right? I wouldn't be buying her fucking grills and shit and having her live in my house, calling her my family. Right? She's my ex-wife. So this dude was lying his ass off when he was trying to flex on those people, and he did it because he was insecure. He tries to put up this facade that he can handle the heat, right? He ain't bothered. It just rolls right off of him. But no, he got so out of sorts over some faceless fucking trolls in the comments that he just started lying off his ass, right? And you could tell based on how he was talking that he was just making it up as he goes. Right? Right? Ha ha! This dude's a fucking scumbag, right? I never really paid attention to him, but now that I have, I'm starting to notice what a dirtbag he is. And just remember, guys, if someone hates on you, they are more than likely unhappy with their own decisions. The times I find myself unhappy with my own progress are the times I start talking shit about others. It's hard to face ourselves. I will do better in 2020. Well, he's been trying to do better for the last 5 years, and evidently it hasn't worked out, guys, because ain't shit changed. So, I don't know, I felt like his little outburst there about the Just Trucking fans was kind of projection. So this comment made sense, which is why I took a picture of it, because I'm like, that's too fucking perfect, guys. I can't just walk away from that. And that you can see that's from back in 2019. And then right here, never forget that who you really are is how you act, the decisions you make, and how you talk about people when they cannot see or hear you, not when they can. Oh my God, profound. Right? Is that why you deleted all your drama videos? So people don't know what you said about them? Seems kind of contradictory, don't you think? You know, you could have just left them up, been like, hey guys, you know, that's not me anymore, but I said it, I can't hide from it. I don't know. And then this one is not a big deal. I just thought it was funny. He misspelled there, and then he's on Facebook stalking his fans, but says it's a waste of time. And then this one is just some petty bullshit. I thought it was funny that he can't spell Phoenix, but he fucking lives there. And then this isn't even his first foray into YouTube, right? Here's another channel right here that he had that's now gone. There was another one that he had that's also gone about cars and shit. This dude's been just thirsty as fuck about YouTube and hasn't been able to do shit, but is giving advice on how to build channels, right? And then this right here. Right? 25 years he was institutionalized on probation, shit like that, right? So only in the last like 6 years has he been a free man. You know, I thought he's been like longer than that, but he's kind of fresh. And then right there, 6 years ago, he says, thanks to my girl, right? Stephanie Salazar, that's his ex-wife. That's the woman that he's with in Phoenix, just calling the baby mama, right? It's a flex, guys. I can just pack my shit up and leave whenever I want. Right, got that divorce. Now you can just drop your family whenever you feel like. That's masculine. That's what men do, is just dump their family whenever they feel like it. God damn it, guys. Dirtbag as a motherfucker out here. But hey, I bet you didn't know this about Tommy. He tried to get into MMA. Right? He went in the ring, guys, like legit. Respect to him for trying that. Right, I don't have any amateur fights. You know, I'm hoping things went well for him. But, oh. I guess it didn't really work out too well. I think his upper body was just way out of proportion with the lower body, and that might have caused some issues for the fight there. But, I mean, he doesn't look like he's too jacked up. Oh, I don't know if he could handle that, guys. Oh, shit. Hey, but he still showed up to work in the morning, guys, right? Still showed up to work in the morning. You know, why is he scared of those faceless fucking trolls if he's out here just fucking throwing hands and wrestling in the ring, guys? Right? No fucking excuses. You take your licks and you just get back up. Keep right on fighting. Maybe the next fight will go better, guys. Right? And Thor would be proud of that, right? White and proud. You'll notice that tattoo's gone these days. You know, took that off real quick. So, hopefully his next fight isn't awkward. Ooh, that's awkward as fuck, guys. You know, only one person looks happy in that picture. Hopefully this fight goes well. Uh-oh. I don't know, guys. I mean, if you're going to go in against a black dude with a white and proud tattoo, you got to work real hard not to get your ass beat. You know. Oh, knocked out in 2 rounds, guys. Well, that was the end of that career. That didn't last too fucking long. And that little short thing there is basically, that describes Tommy's entire life for the last 6 years, right? He's been trying to do something while leeching off his ex-wife, right? And disrespecting the shit out of her on the internet. He's tried power washing. He's tried multiple times to be a YouTuber, a trucker, right? It's like, what's the next thing that he's gonna try? He's just trying all this shit all about him, right? Can't even call his girl, right? He's got to call her a friend. He's got to call her just the kid's mom, right? But this whole time, she's been following him around. You know, just wherever he is, she is. right? She's got a good job, probably pays most of the bills. We know he wasn't making money as an owner-op with that 2 million mile truck, right? He talked about it, that he didn't have the money, but he said it was a flex, right? He's like, why do I have to work 50 hours of overtime and be all stressed out? Fuck that, right? His ex-wife can work and raise the kid. You know, he'll just go around and try things, right? He missed his whole life because he's been institutionalized. So he's going to try to pack it all into the next few years, right? Try to just live his whole life because he had it taken from him while he was in prison, evidently. So he portrayed an entirely different character on YouTube than he is in real life. Just way out there, guys. And the whole time he's trying to call out people for the same shit that he was doing, being fake as fuck. You can't make this shit up, right? I know I've said it too many fucking times, but it still applies, right? Hypocrite much? Hypocrite much? God damn, guys. Right? And then he just quietly deletes all the drama videos, right? He just gets rid of them. Right now he's just a vlogger. Right? He tried the drama, it didn't work out, so he's gonna try the next thing. It's okay. It's okay. His friend, the kid's mom, she's back at the house holding shit down, right? Taking care of his kid, taking care of the house, right? While he plays truck driver and fitness influencer, right? He's a certified instructor for CrossFit, right? Where's that content? That's content gold, right? If you wanted to really do something helpful, right? Do something non-drama related. That'd be a lot more beneficial and probably more interesting than his boring ass wooden vlogs, right? But that's what I got for this one, guys. I just wanted to kind of throw some shit out there. I don't think he's gonna respond. Maybe he will. We'll see if his ego can handle it. But yeah, guys, this just fake YouTubers all around, even the ones we think we like. You know, hopefully I don't turn out to be fake, right? But anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next one.